We powerful enough to catch all these cases and do all this shit. We powerful enough to come to gangs and create all this shit, right? Let's be powerful enough to come together, create our own form of currency, create our own social media systems, and they're gonna try to take us down. You know why they're gonna try to take us down? Because we doing it in they shit. Like when we do it on they platforms, they're gonna try to take us down and silence us. But when we create our own platforms, then what the fuck they gonna say? Next up, we got I ain't gonna lie, yo. I be feeling like DJ doing these shits, man. Cause I watch DJ Ghost, my nigga. Shout out to DJ Ghost. But I've been always wanted to say that. But y'all see the title, man. Y'all know what we here for. It's a big difference between me and DJ Ghost. Texas defends black businesses. Texas defunds black businesses. 15,000 firms wiped out. Let's look at it.
$250 billion. That's how much Texas spends every year on contracts. Now they have removed.
That's some crazy shit. But before I even get into this brother right here, I'm gonna input the video pop up. And as y'all just seen with the video, he's not so much. How do I say this? He's not as revolutionary as we need him to be to save the community. Let me just put that out there. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is already revolutionary to the perfect. But I just want to put that out there that we're going to keep that in mind about this brother as we watch this video, that he was still advocating for depending on these people. Right? Yeah, let's go.
African Americans, minorities, and women from their Texas hub, historically underutilized business. Why? Well, they MAGA. Republicans there want to call it DEI, and that's the game that they're playing. And of course, what that's doing, that's freezing out people of color. Now, I want you to also keep in mind, 60% of Texas is minority. 60% of Texas, Latino, Black, Asian American, Native American. They want the white folk to get the money. Alfonso Davis joins us right now, President and CEO of Global Black Economic Forum. I'm glad to have you here. Alfonso, the lawsuit has been filed. People need to understand this is going to be a precursor. Other states may do the exact same thing. I have been saying since last year that Donald Trump, MAGA Republicans, they want to defund Black America. They are targeting entire economic, civil rights, education.
So let's create our own shit now, y'all. Now we got a reason. Now we got a reason to segregate again. Let's do it. Let's hop into it. Let's get straight to it. Listen, what'd he say? What did God say it in the back? By any means, y'all. I know y'all see that motherfucking poster. That should say by any means, nigga. By any motherfucking means, we're gonna get this shit. And that's why every video, I had that shit in the background because I wanted to plant it in y'all subconscious mind. See me? As y'all see my handsome face, y'all gonna also see that brother because I'm gonna honor him through every motherfucking video. For he is me and I am him. And I'm gonna let his spirit live through me, yo. Let's get to it, though. Fuck these people. We got to create our own shit. And that's all I'm going to say. Even our own economic system. Yes, the fuck. Back to our own black banks. Back to our own black dollar. Back to our own form of currency. This is what it's coming down to. Separation everywhere. Yes, yes.
Infrastructure of Black America. And this is a part of that strategy.
Thank you for having me, Roland. You're exactly right. And I think folks should be very concerned about what we're seeing in Texas. Just to give folks some background, in the early 1990s, the state of Texas, through the legislature and the governor, signed a law that provided more opportunities for and people of color to participate in state contracts. And that law has been on the books since the 1990s. We have about 11 to 12% of contracts that are going to people of color and women. So that amounts to about $4 billion. $4 billion is being allocated to women and people of color in Texas. And late last year, an interim controller issued regulations seeking to...
So I live in the city of Newark, right, y'all? So I went to this guy. Who worked in the city of Newark, and he told me that their job is to make sure that the people in the city of Newark, it's gonna be the organizations as far as like companies, they deal with the companies and things of that nature. So the companies in the city of Newark, not the companies in the city of Newark, the companies that they're dealing with have to hire a certain amount of residents from the city of Newark. And he said that, if they don't hire a certain amount of residents from the city of Newark, they're going to be fined $150K. He told me that a lot of these companies get fined at $150K and tries to just hiring enough residents from the city of Newark. And that shit made me go, wow. Wow, nobody want us in they shit. right? And I don't go for all the people, but a good majority of them don't. Guess what I'm gonna say to that? Guess what I'm gonna say? Guess what the fuck I must say to that? Fuck them. We powerful enough to catch all these cases and do all this shit. We powerful enough to come to gangs and create all this shit, right? Let's be powerful enough to come together, create our own form of currency, create our own social media systems, and they're gonna try to take us down. You know why they're gonna try to take us down? Because we doing it in they shit. Like when we do it on they platforms, they're gonna try to take us down and silence us. But when we create our own platforms, then what the fuck they gonna say? What the fuck they gonna do? Oh, they took down my motherfucking YouTube channel for speaking the truth. Nigga, what about if we create our own YouTube? Then what the fuck they gonna do? Panic? What about, oh yeah, they're not giving us loans? What about if we create our own form of currency? Fuck they gonna do? Panic? What about if we all come together and do some shit and get the guns be ready to step? Cause we dying anyway. If we being honest, we dying and going to jail anyway. It's a lot of niggas that's dying and going to jail. What if we just do the shit for the right reasons though? Like niggas be scared to die for the, like, come on bro. Fuck out of here, bro. Nigga, you gonna die, go to jail for some dumb shit. Let's make it a rightful reason we dying and going to jail, nigga.
Dismantle the program. He decided that the program should no longer include women, should no longer include black people, should no longer include brown people, and should only be limited to service disabled veterans.
I'm not watching this whole shit. We're gonna skip to the most replayed part.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44. A lot of people don't realize that. So what this is about MAGA seeking to choke off the dollars to black businesses and other minorities. And I keep telling these white women, y'all need to wake y'all ass up because y'all been riding dirty all these years on these city, school board, county, state, and federal contracts, and they coming for y'all too.
Nigga, they gay. These white men gay. We been the island of Lesbos, nigga. We knew that shit, nigga. Since the years, nigga. They been gay. They out there. Not only is they selfish, they out there selfish, gay as fuck, fucking each other, fucking men. You feel me? They don't even want no pussy. You feel what I'm saying, yo? Like these motherfuckers, like, in certain extent, the white women, they don't fuck with y'all. Certain extent. Now obviously they gonna accept y'all more than they accept us, but they still don't fuck with y'all. You know, they don't. Cortina?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm glad to be here, Roland, and thank you for having me.
Just go ahead. Share your thoughts why you are plaintiff in the lawsuit.
I'm a plaintiff in the lawsuit because when I started my business, everyone wants to be
to the most replayed
by an executive at the state controller's office. All of that gets wiped away. More than 15,000 businesses are no longer certified in the state of Texas. And that's important context. Cortina is one of more than 15,000 people that are affected by this policy. And this policy is illegal, is wrong, and has to be reversed.
So
they're not going to stop shit because who funds? Like, think about it. If it was a moral high ground for the shit, the people because you got to pass certain law. Like, you don't just pass some shit. One person don't just pass some shit. No, we got to go through a whole jurisdiction. They got to go through a whole lot of shit, y'all. And that's the shit we got to wake up and realize, like, yo, the whole system is corrupt because all of the people that go through that let this shit slide and let this shit go past, like, the fuck, like, nobody has a moral high ground in that shit, bro. They're letting the shit slide, they're letting it go past, and they saying that, you know what, fuck these people, this is what we're gonna do, and they not gonna do shit. You know, you right, we not gonna do shit. We gonna create our own shit, nigga. Fuck y'all, nigga. That's the only thing we can say. What the fuck we gonna force them to fund us? Nigga, they don't fuck with us. We been knew that. They don't fuck with us. We been knew that, though. The fuck we gonna keep trying to make them fuck with us for? Nigga, fuck them people, bro. We gotta get our own shit, our own businesses, our own social media. That's what the fuck we have to do. It's no option. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And there's gonna be some resistance from our own people and from them. Guess what I say to that? Fuck them still. Whoever not with us, against us, nigga. Fuck them still. Let's have a cold heart in this shit. The first rule to war is develop a cold heart. A colder heart than your opponent, nigga. If you could develop a colder heart than your opponent, shit, nigga, you winning by any means, nigga. Not made the best man win. Nigga, made the worst man win. Morally. Nigga, if we in a street fight, and then we fighting like we really fighting. Nigga, you getting ready to slam me, and I say, oh, let's box. Shit. It is what it is, nigga. If I'm sleep on that ground, or whatever the fuck happened, It is what it is, nigga. It's fighting, nigga. There's no moral high ground to this shit, nigga. You trying to win, nigga. That I say by any means, y'all. Yes, Lord.
The courts. So, and that's what we're reminding the controller, right? We have separation of powers. We have the legislature. They pass laws. The executive implements those laws, and the courts, the judicial system, determines whether or not those laws are constitutional and in compliance with federal and state law. An executive branch officer does not have the right to say, "Oh, I see the legislature passed the law. I don't like this word.
Oh, it's been happening.
I don't like this paragraph."
Alfonso, this has been happening all across Texas. I mean, the attorney general, like, I know the intent. Like, no, you don't. I mean, so this is what they've been doing. But again, this is the same thing Donald Trump's doing in D.C. Their whole deal is, damn the laws. We get to determine, since we now in power, what should be done and how it should be done, which is why I keep telling people, if you don't vote, this is what happens when they are in power and they have complete control and authority of the entire process.
Shit, nigga. We still depend on their ass, nigga. They still don't fuck with
an opportunity to exercise their objections to the removal of certification. That didn't happen here. So we have a slew of legal arguments that we're advancing in court as to why the controller is wrong, factually and as a matter of law.
Of course, they're trying to say, it's because of DEI. Well, Gabe, on this BS. Scott?
Yeah, I guess going to the legislature and getting the law clarified isn't doable because the Texas state legislature is Republican controlled. Is that fair to say?
First of all, before
that's fair to say.
Alfonso, 1 second. But also, you don't have to go to the legislature to get a law clarified. I mean, the law is the law. It's been in place since 1999. So,
I agree.
And an important point here to what Roland was mentioning earlier. Remember, this statute has been on the books for more than 35 years. Mm-hmm. But second, members of the legislature tried to change the law last year to remove people of color and remove women, and that proposal was rejected.
Yeah. The legislature.
So why was it passed this year?
Wants to. So Abbott and his folks want to stop this, and it was a law that was passed by a Republican-controlled legislature, signed into law by a Republican governor. And now they want to try to simply undo this because their whole goal is to slap DEI on everything. And that's what it's all about. Let me also read this here. The other plaintiffs are Ipsum General Contractors, LLC, go to my iPad, Houston Construction Services, Sugarland-based medical technology distributor, the Impulse Healthcare Technology, LLC, of course, Cortina's companies, Burleson-based Williams Professional Water Restoration Services, the Greater Houston Chapter of the National Association of Minority Contractors.
Plaintiffs lost a $2 million contract a week and a half ago. So this is very real for businesses. This is very real for the plaintiffs, and you can't simply take away those opportunities and wait until litigation percolates through the court. We need immediate relief, and then we can resolve the other issues as we go through litigation, which can, as you mentioned, take some time.
Ome Congo?
Well, first of all, thank you for this work. I mean, it is so necessary. My question is, we were talking earlier about the economy and unemployment and so on and so forth. What are some other examples of what the consequences of this action are looking like in real time for these business owners? What are some of you just mentioned the $2 million contract. What are some of the other things that people are actually dealing with because of this decision right now?
You first.
Well, for many of the contractors, they have lost contracts.
Alfonso, hold on a second. Cortina, as a company, how have you been impacted by this?
Negotiations with two different entities when the hub decertification came about, and those just went silent. No response, no explanation, no anything, just ghosted.
Alfonso?
Yes.
You were talking about the impact.
I was just saying that we have plaintiffs in this case who have lost actual contracts. They have lost opportunities. They have built their businesses with the expectation.
All right, I ain't trying to hear no more of that shit because at the end of the day, nigga, we gotta step out some shit because these people not fucking playing. They don't give a fuck about you, nigga, or your black dollar, nigga. All they want to do is keep it in their pockets and out of our own. They want to keep the black dollar from us circulating in our community, and they want to keep it in their pockets because they know that the moment that we have some shit, it's over, nigga. The moment that black ownership comes into play on a mass scale, it's over, nigga. The moment that we get to eating healthy and unlocking our brains, nigga, it's over. The moment that we get to making our own clothes, nigga, we fund all they shit. We fund they fucking chicken stores, nigga, they chicken shacks, nigga, they clothes, nigga, they music, nigga, they brand. We fund all that shit, nigga. If we just simply stop feeding it and start feeding us all across the board, nigga, we're eating. We eating. With that much being said, y'all, I love y'all, and it's not time to sit here and be sad about some shit. It's time to sit here and be ready to step about some shit. You hear me? I'm gonna say that again. It's not time to sit here and be sad about some shit. It's time to sit here and be ready to step out some shit. I fucking love y'all, man. Fucking love y'all.